What's up, guys? Today I hope you guys are doing good. So today I'm going to be talking about the difference between type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Before we even talk about the type 1 diabetes basically is when your body cannot control the amount of sugar in your bloodstream. Who is in control of that sugar regulation in your body? The first person that is in control of that is your pancreas. Whenever you eat food, the carbohydrates in your body basically are broken down into glucose. The person that breaks down the glucose is the pancreas. So the pancreas basically releases insulin. Those insulin goes into your blood vessels to interact with those sugars and bring them down. When you realize that you're having type 1 diabetes, in this case, it's because of this reason. Firstly, the insulin in your body is not enough. Your body doesn't produce enough insulin to interact with those so many sugars in your body. So the sugars are just hanging around in your blood vessels, which is dangerous. So the reason now why your pancreas is not actually doing the job it's supposed to do is because the antibodies in your body, they are busy destroying the cells that are supposed to be helping you. Basically, this means that most of the type 1 diabetes in people are hereditary, like it's genetics. Type 1 diabetes can occur in little kids as early as possible because it's hereditary. So it's basically a lack of insulin or not enough insulin in your body to combat the sugars in your body. When you realize that you have this type of disease, you have to start taking early measures so it won't spread around your body and reduce the quality of your life. How do you do it? Find a healthcare provider, that's one, to put you under constant medication so that you get used to it and your body will smarten up and start working properly. So you have to be injected with insulin so many times, or in a month or in a week, depending on your medication. Secondly, your diet, your lifestyle, it's not really that much of an importance because it's hereditary. You didn't do it by yourself, so that one is also helpful. Population of people that have type 1 diabetes are not as much as type 2 diabetes because this one is hereditary. Type 2 diabetes is a little bit different. So the cure mostly to type 1 diabetes or to manage it is to constantly seek insulin injections. So I'll get back with you guys later on type 2 diabetes. Alright guys, now we're talking about type 2 diabetes. I just talked about the type 1. Now look at these differences. Type 2 diabetes is not genetics, it's not hereditary, it's not an issue from your family tree. Type 1 is because of your pancreas is not producing enough insulin to digest or interact with the blood in your vessels. But in the case of type 2 diabetes, your pancreas is producing enough insulin. Somewhere along the line, those insulin that was produced in the body, they don't do their work. They're just stagnant, or they do very little of the work, and the blood is just flowing there. The insulin too is just flowing there. Basically, they're ineffective because of one or two misfunctions in the pancreas or the pancreatic cells that produces those insulin. This one, what causes it mostly is lifestyle. Like lifestyle basically is what causes this one, the diabetes. What I mean lifestyle, like your diet, inactivity. If you're not very active, if you're eating anyhow, like you're not eating a balanced diet and all those type of things, that is when you start to mess your system up. This type of diabetes mostly occurs in adults. So yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. It's more popular among the population. Type 1 diabetes is a lack of insulin. Type 2 diabetes is insulin resistance. Basically, your insulin is there, but it's ineffective. don't get me wrong, sometimes it could come from, you know, your family tree, but the case is very, very rare, unlike type 1. The prescription for type 2 diabetes most of the time is going to be your lifestyle. You have to manage your lifestyle, the way you eat, the way you move, and things like that. That's what, you know, your healthcare provider will prescribe for you most of the time. Guys, there are different types of diabetes. I don't know which one, it just depends. Sometimes, like, we have gestation diabetes. This one happens mostly with pregnant women, where their blood sugar levels is, you know, abnormal, and it only, you know, resolve itself after childbirth and things like that. Basically, this one is hormonal, you know, imbalances and things like that. There's another type of diabetes, that's pre-diabetes, where, you know, for some reason, whether it's stress or, you know, sudden change of diet or stuff like that, your blood sugar level is going to spike up. We call that pre-diabetes. But if you have pre-diabetes or gestation diabetes, that doesn't mean that you are diabetic. It's only in the case of type 1 and type 2 diabetes that you are diabetic. So if you have pre-diabetes, it means your blood sugar level is too much. So you need to check, you know, and know what you should do. Talk to your healthcare provider to reduce it, because everybody is different. Another way to check your blood sugar is the hemoglobin test, basically HbA1c test. What happens in this one is that those cells, they bind with the sugar in your body. Yeah. So whenever you go to check this, it's a good way of checking how long has my blood sugar level been up, because that test, the hemoglobin test, is like, it indicates how long your sugar level has been up for months. You know, it's not like, it's not temporal, like it's been there for months. So if your sugar level is high, you know your sugar level has been high for months. So you really need to take some drastic decisions quickly. Basically, just take care of your health, watch what you eat, watch how you move, and you'll be safe. Get back with you guys later. Peace.